हेलो एवरीवन। आज मैं आप लोगों के लिए एक नई सीरीज़ लेके आया हूँ जो कि प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस की होगी, विच इज़ नथिंग बट साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. Okay, and here I will focus only IAS exam, that is civil services examinations, no other exam I am following. I will start questions of IAS Prelims 1979. Okay, so you will get almost 35 to 40 year questions from science and technology for civil services examinations. Okay, so whether you are focusing on UPSC or state PSC, this lecture is going to helpful for you. Okay, so this about myself. I did master from IIT Bombay. Okay, so and one more thing, I think this year they asked a lot of questions from science and technology. So I have split it in many parts. I think there is a 4-part for this. So I will cover this 1979 questions in 4 parts. So this is the first part. Let's see the questions. Okay, so the first question for this year is the supersonic jet tends to cause. ठीक है, जो सुपरसोनिक जेट होता है वो टेंड्स टू कॉज destruction of ozone layer, sound pollution, nervous system breakdown, or all of the above. So we'll see that. So it is actually a supersonic jet tends to cause destruction of ozone layer. Okay, this is nothing related to these two. So it is actually destruction of ozone layer. So the answer is A. Next question, a different note are produced by a flute by closing and opening of holes, closing the holes, closing and alter the holes, closing the last two holes. Okay, so different notes are produced by a flute by. Okay, so actually when we flute, when we use flute, so what happened, so different note is produced by closing and opening of holes. ठीक है, आप हिंदी में जो लोग को नहीं पता है, आई थिंक एवरीबडी नोज दैट, बांसुरी बांसुरी जो भगवान कृष्ण बजाते हैं, तो आप देखते हैं उसमें कुछ छेद होते हैं, तो उसमें जो जो डिफरेंट टाइप के जो नोट्स निकलते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं, आप देखते होंगे, आप बचपन में बजाए होंगे, आप जब उसको बजाते हैं तो उसके जो नोट्स होते हैं उसको बंद करो, क्लोज करो, क्लोज करो, ओपन करो, सो यू विल फाइंड डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ नोट्स. So that is nothing but the same thing they are asking here. So it is actually the different notes comes when we close the holes and open and close the holes of the flute. Next question, the bat can fly in dark because they have a better vision in the dark. The light startles them. They produced ultrasonic. They produce ultrasonic. None of the above. Okay, so they are asking about bat. So it is actually C. Okay, they produce actually ultrasonics. So that's why they can fly in the dark. Please remember this, because they produced ultrasonics. Next question, which of the following metal is used in electromagnet? Okay, soft metal, stainless steel, cobalt, copper. So see, in electromagnets, okay, they generally use सॉफ्ट आयरन. ठीक है, देखिए कोई इसमें कोई लॉजिक नहीं है. साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में बहुत से जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, इट्स लाइक फैक्ट बेस, या तो वो उस ईयर का करंट अफेयर का क्वेश्चन होगा या फिर डायरेक्टली व्हाट यू से फैक्ट बेस होगा. सो हमें उसको याद ही करना होगा. देयर इज नो अल्टरनेट. ओके, सो वी हैव टू रिमेंबर द लॉट ऑफ फैक्ट फॉर द साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड स्पेशली इफ यू आर focusing the state PSCs, so there we have to memorize the fact. Okay, there is one book is called Lucent GK. So there is a lot of factors given, so you can not only for the science and technology but also for the other GK, including history, geography, polity, whatever it is, economics. So the static fact is given, so that we have to memorize. Even in UPSC also they have asked, they are actually asking a lot of fact as well as current affairs. Anyway, next question. The ball bounce higher at high altitude than planes. This is because the pressure on higher altitude is lower than that in planes. Downward pull due to gravity is less at higher altitude. The rarefied air offers less resistance to the ball. You become more energetic at hills, so greater force applied, higher goes the ball. Okay, so we have to tell about a ball bounce at higher altitude than planes. Okay, so what is the reason behind that? So it is actually the rarefied air offer less resistance the ball. Okay, okay, so at higher altitude जो हमारा rarefied air होता है, it offer actually less resistance. So that's why when we bounce the ball at higher altitude, it go high as comparison to the planes. Next question. An ordinary clock loses time in summer. This is because of. Okay, so they have given the length of the pendulum increases and time period increases. Length of pendulum increases and time period decreases. Length of pendulum decreases and time period increases. Okay, so they are just playing with permutation combination of increasing and decreasing. That's it and nothing else. The less the length of pendulum decreases and time period decreases. So it is actually, please remember here increases, both will be increases because the length of pendulum increases and the time period increases. Okay, so what happened in summer? In the clock loses time because its pendulum length increases, so that's why time period increases. That is the reason of clock loses time in summer. Next question. The BCG vaccination is to be given to a newborn child immediately after birth, or within 48 hours, within 7 days, within 6 days. Okay, so they are actually asking जो newborn पैदा होता है उसको जो BCG वैक्सीन होती हैं कब दिया जाता है. ओके, देखिए ये जो अभी रिसेंट में अभी इस पे कुछ थोड़ा सा न्यूज़ में था कि इंडिया में BCG वैक्सीन दी जाती हैं, ठीक है, बट यूएस वगैरह में नहीं दिया जाता है. तो मैं अभी वो शायद देने लगे हूँ, बट पहले नहीं दिया जाता था. तो ये क्यों देते हैं कि जो न्यू बॉर्न होता है BCG वैक्सीन एक्चुअली प्रोटेक्ट फ्रॉम डिफरेंट डिजीज, फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट डिजीज, और इवन उनकी जो इम्यून सिस्टम होती है उसको काफ़ी अच्छा करते हैं. तो इसके वजह से जो कोरोना के टाइम में क्या हुआ था, काफ़ी लोग कोरोना से ठीक हो गए थे, बट इन US and other countries they don't had the BCG vaccine, so that's why the death rate was more in the US and other countries. Okay, so this was the benefit of BCG. We all got the BCG vaccine. Okay, so when we all got this BCG vaccine, actually immediately after birth. ओके, तो न्यू बॉर्न जैसे पैदा होता है उसी टाइम पे इमीडिएटली BCG वैक्सीन दी जाती है. नेक्स्ट, द ग्रोथ ऑफ सीडलिंग प्लांट आफ्टर transplantation will not always be proper because new soil may not contain the required minerals. During transplantation, root hairs get damaged. Roots cannot penetrate deep into the soil. Of all factors stated मतलब सारा बोल रहा है कि straight type of okay. So it is actually during transplantation root hair gets damaged. Okay, that is the reason of the growth of seedling plant after transplantation will not always be proper. Okay, because during the transplantation root hair gets damaged. Next question, when light enters a closed room through a small hole in the door, the image of an outside building appears as inverted on opposite wall. Okay. This is because the hole acts as convex lens. The light takes curvature at the edge of the hole of rectilinear propagation of light. The hole act as concave lens. ठीक है, इसमें ऐसा बोल रहा है कि अगर कोई दरवाजे में ना स्मॉल होल है और उससे अगर लाइट आ रही है तो जो आउटसाइड बिल्डिंग होती है उसका जो इमेज होता है वो इन्वर्टेड दिखता है. ऐसा क्यों होता है? उसके मतलब अपोजिट वॉल, ऑन द अपोजिट वॉल. सो दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ the light takes curvature of at the edge of the hole. ठीक है, जो light है it takes curvature at the edge of the hole. That is the reason of it appear as a inverted on the opposite wall. Oh sorry, one second. No is it is actually there is some mistake here. Is not this is not the option. Okay. It is actually off rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, this is because of sorry for that, sorry for my mistake. This is because off rectilinear propagation of light, that is the reason of appears as inverted on opposite wall. Okay, please don't consider this B as option. So answer is C. Here option is also written, answer is written, which is given by the UPSC itself, so please consider the C. Next, carbohydrates, proteins and vitamins which are responsible for energy, growth and vitality are obtained by respectively from cereals, milk, vegetable, milk, pulses, cereals, milk, pulses, vegetables, cereals. They are asking about these things from where they are. I mean the carbohydrates, protein, vitamins which are the responsible for energy, growth and vitality. Okay, so किस चीज से ये सब चीजें मिलता है वो इसमें पूछ रहा है. So it is actually E. Okay, cereals, milk and vegetables. Okay, so the cereals will give the carbohydrates, again milk and vegetable which responsible for your energy, growth and vitality. So the answer is A. Next question, when a man circles around the earth in a satellite, then his mass becomes 0 but weight remains constant. Okay, mass remains constant but weight becomes 0. Both mass and weight remains constant, both mass and weight remains 0. Okay, तो इसमें देखिए ये पूछ रहा है कि when जब कोई मैन है वो अर्थ के चारों तरफ राउंड करता है इन अ सेटेलाइट, तो क्या होगा, उसका मास 0 होगा, उसका वेट कांस्टेंट होगा. what is the things, okay, what that they're asking. So it is actually B. Mass become constant but weight becomes 0. This is the thing. Okay, weight becomes 0. Please remember one thing, weight becomes 0 but mass remains constant. Next question, gobar gas contains mainly carbon monoxide, methane, ethylene, carbon monoxide. Okay, see, actually the source I'm using for this lecture series, they are actually club the biodiversity as well as the science and technology question together. Okay, so this is not only the science and technology question, but also the, you can say, the environment question. Okay, so that's why there will be lot of questions. So because many things in the science and technology is linked with the environment. Okay, be it biotechnology or it is related to environment or biodiversity, whatever it is. So that's why in this they have actually given both the topic questions. So those who are watching, so please consider, like, don't think just only for the science and tech. You will get question of environment as well. Okay, or you can say the biodiversity. So you please be prepared for both. Okay, so like, see, this question is actually from environment, is not like science and technology question. So okay, so that's why I have mentioned that gobar gas contains mainly कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, मीथेन, एथिलीन, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड. सो जो गोबर गैस होता है वो क्या उसमें पाया जाता है? सो इट इज एक्चुअली मीथेन. ओके, गोबर गैस कंटेन्स मीथेन. प्लीज रिमेंबर. Okay, I have seen this question in many exams. So this is kind of important question. Anyway, all the question, all previous year is very important because I'm doing from 1979. So last 35-40 year questions, so all the question is important, you can say that. Next, the content of water is greater than fat, the plasma is more than protein, proteins are more than fats, and fats are less than plasma. Which constitute the major part of human body? Okay, fat, water, plasma, protein. Okay, like very nice question. The answer is very simple. Okay, so for this whole statement, okay, the constitute of major part of human body is water. ठीक है, पानी जो होता है वो सबसे ज़्यादा हमारी बॉडी में होता है. प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट. सो आंसर इज बी. नेक्स्ट, dialysis is used for patients suffering from kidney trouble, liver trouble, lung trouble, bronchitis, जो भी है यार, क्या करना है. ठीक है, D is not the answer. It is actually A, kidney trouble. Okay, so dialysis is used is for kidney trouble. जब भी अगर किसी का डायलिसिस हो रहा है, डॉक्टर बोल रहा है डायलिसिस करना पड़ेगा, इट मीन्स देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम इन द किडनी. सो द आंसर इज ए. Okay, so this is the end of the first part of the science and technology and environment, or you can say the biodiversity question from the exam of civil services of the year 1979. It's a very old paper, but anyway, okay, thank you for watching. I will come up with the next part of this year and subsequently the other years as well. Thank you for watching.